Hare Krishna, dear devotees, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Shri Prabhupada. Today we are going to read this book, Easy Journey to Other Planets, by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada, founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So let's continue from where we have studied at chapter 2, Varieties of Planetary System, page number 81. Both the material and spiritual worlds belong to Krishna. We are not proprietors of anything. It's all the property of the Supreme Lord. Just as everything in the state belongs to the government, either in the prison house or outside the prison house. Conditioned life is just like life in a prison house in the material world. A prisoner cannot freely change from one cell to another. In free life, one can go from one home to another home. But in prison life, one cannot do that but must stay in his cell. All these planets are like cells. We are trying to go to the moon, but it's not practical by mechanical means. Whenever we are American, Indian, Chinese, or Russian, we have been given the planet to live on. We cannot live, although there are millions and billions of planets, and although we have machines by which we are conditioned by the laws of nature. God's law. A man who is put into a certain cell cannot change at all without superior authority. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that one should not try to change from one cell to another. That will not make him anyone happy. If a prisoner thinks, I am in the cell, let me request the warden to change my cell, and I will be happy. That is a mistaken idea. One cannot be happy so long as he is within the prison walls. We are trying to be happy by shaping cells from capitalism to communism. The aim should be to become free from the ism, and that ism one has to change completely from this ism and materialism. Then he can become happy. That is the program of Krishna consciousness. We are taking advice from the Supreme Person. He says, My dear Arjuna, you may be elevated to the highest planetary system, which is so called Brahmaloka, and is desirable because life there is very long. We cannot calculate even a half day there. It is beyond a mathematical calculation. But even in Brahmaloka there is death. Therefore Krishna says, do not waste your time trying to elevate yourself or transfer yourself from this planet to that planet. The people I have seen in America are very restless. They go from one apartment to another apartment or from one country to another country. Their restlessness is there because we are searching after a real home. To go from this place to that place will not give eternal life. Eternal life is with Krishna. Therefore Krishna says, everything belongs to me, and I have the super excellent abode, which is called Goloka Vrindavan. If one wants to go there, he must simply become Krishna conscious and try to understand how Krishna appears and disappears. What his constitutional position is, what our constitutional position is, what our relationship with him is, and how to live. Simply try to understand this idea scientifically. Everything in Krishna consciousness is scientific. It is not bogus, whimsical, sentimental, fanatical, or imaginary. It is truth, fact, reality. One must understand Krishna is truth. We have to give up this body willingly or unwillingly. The day will come when we have to submit to the law of nature and give up this body. Even President Kennedy, in his possession, had to submit to nature's law and change his body for another body. He could not say, Oh, I am the President. I am Mr. Kennedy. I cannot do that. He was forced to do it. That is the way nature works. The purpose of a developed human consciousness is to understand how nature works. Aside from human consciousness, there is consciousness in dogs, cats, worms, trees, birds, beasts, and all other species. But we are not meant to live in that consciousness. The Srimad Bhagavatam says that after many births, we have attained the human form of body. Now we should not misuse it. Please utilize this human life to develop Krishna consciousness and be happy. At this, we conclude with this book, Easy Journey to Other Planets. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Vancha kalpatarupesha kripa sindhu bevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय।